Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. We have some new updates for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Stella Crown has also just been announced. We also have some new rumors for Pokemon Legends EA. A lot of things to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try to hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, just a quick update for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. HDvee has tweeted out saying, HDvee update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet Ranked Battle Season 20 has begun, the third season to run Regulation G rules, and this runs until the 31st of July at 23:59 UTC. Of course, today is the start of July, so we do have a new battle kind of season beginning. So, of course, if you are into the competitive scene, then this is probably good news because it kind of just go all over again, it resets and you get to do it all over again, get all those cool items and stuff for the competitive kind of Pokemon battling. But anyway, just wanted to quickly update you on that. Moving on, we do have a new TCG set that has just been revealed as well. Stella Crown has been confirmed. It is the next TCG set. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the next Pokemon TCG set has been revealed. Stella Crown. It adds Stella Terra type cards. It releases on the 13th of September 2024. So this is some of the pack artwork. So we have Galvantula here. We have Terrapagos, we have Lapras, we also have Cinderace as well. So some really, really nice artwork for these like kind of Terra, I guess, Pokemon. And this is a little bit more information about it here as well. So we have Poke Guardian here. So Stella Crown will include over 170 cards, 10 Pokemon EX and 4 Stella Terra Pokemon EX cards, 3 A-Spec Rare Trainer cards, 13 illustration rare Pokemon cards, and then a little bit more information about the set is here as well on the actual website. So we have like the ETBs and what that looks like, and we usually have like a couple of the cards that are kind of revealed as well, but I don't think we really have any of that for this time. But either way, that's kind of Stella Crown. If you're into the TCG, then obviously this is good news for you. Again, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet set is still going to be going for a little bit. We should be getting some like Legends ZA stuff in the near future, hopefully like next year, and that will kind of give us a bit of an indication on the release date of that game, because that's what happened with like Brilliant Stars and Legends Arceus and stuff like that. So hopefully that same situation happens and we actually find out a little bit more when this game is going to come out, if it isn't revealed by then in like a Pokemon Presents or a trailer or something like that. Anyway though, that is Stella Crown. Again, if you're into the TCG, then this is good news for you. Finishing things off for today's video though, we do have a big old rumor to go over for Pokemon Legends ZA. This was posted on the 27th of June, so a few days ago now, and it says the ZA trailer leaks posted by Anonymous. So this person apparently saw the trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, the next trailer, which again is supposedly going to be present in the next Pokemon Presents, whenever that may be, and this is apparently what's going to be happening in that Presents. Of course, this was posted on 4chan, so as always, take it with a massive grain of salt. Most of the time, they do turn out to be false, but every now and again, one did turn out to be real, just like that Team Rocket logo that was leaked recently on 4chan. Well, it was leaked a year ago, but then we recently revealed that it was actually legit. Anyway, that's off topic. Let's talk about this. So, okay, I saw the trailer thing, and this is what I noticed. So, set in what looks to be the 20s or 30s, definitely more modern than Pokemon Legends Arceus. So, I expect this to be the situation anyway, a more like modern-ish Pokemon game, but still set in the past. I really hope that you can kind of like go to different points in the kind of future and different alternate universes and stuff, because that would make being in one city a lot more explorable, because, you know, Lumiose City in the past is going to look a lot different to Lumiose City in the future. So if you can kind of transverse between both of those, there'd be like loads more stuff to do. And different Pokemon would appear as well than in the past than they would in the future. So that's what I really hope is the case. But apparently it's set in the 20s or 30s. If it is set in the 20s or 30s, so like not that long ago, like 100 years ago, which is still, again, a lot later than Legends Arceus. What kind of Pokeballs are we going to have? Are we going to be crafting our own Pokeballs again? Or are they just going to be like normal Pokeballs? Like, which kind of time period are we going to be in here? Because crafting was a pretty big part of Legends Arceus, and if they are going to keep the same formula, crafting will probably still be in the game, but maybe there's different things to craft. Maybe we just craft different items, maybe we craft different things for the city, and that's how we kind of like build it up and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to be not as early as Legends Arceus, but still a little bit, you know, back in time. Moving on, the protagonist's task is with making Lumiose into a metropolis, and has to be rebuilt / revitalized the 5 sectors of the city. So those are like the things that are kind of split up. On the diagram of the city, you can kind of see that there are it's more like a pizza. Like, you can see the different sections of the pizza in the city, and they're kind of all going into Prism Tower, which I'm assuming will be where like the last boss will be or whatever. So yeah, I expect it to be in different sections, and there's either a gym leader or like a strong, powerful foe to fight in each section. You beat that, and then you move on to the next section. I think it's going to be similar to that. So it's not going to be like open world. Obviously it's not going to be open world because it's in a city. But well, I mean, you can have open world games in a city like you can with GTA and stuff. But I think it's going to be more of a linear storyline where you have to beat this section, and that unlocks the next section, then that unlocks the next section, etc., etc. Lumiose City gym is not built yet. But a blueprint is seen in the professor's office. So, yeah, I mean, whether gyms exist, if it is placed in the 20s or 30s, who knows? There might just be, like, powerful foes, and the whole idea of a gym leader is not a thing yet. But that's maybe where gym leaders kind of spawn from, like these powerful foes that maybe used to kind of exist. Who knows? But either way, that's all apparently happening. The protagonists just look like Kalem and Serena, so probably like the ancestors of them, but in almost police-like uniforms. Customization is back because in other parts of the trailer, you can see both genders wearing all sorts of different clothes. All look like their 20s Victorian era though. So yeah, what I expect to see in this trailer is gameplay footage of your character kind of running around the city, but it will like cut to... So it'll be like the same location. I think they did it in like X and Y or something, where your character's kind of like running towards you, and then the clothes are just changing like on every single frame, so showing different customizational options and stuff like that. I really hope that is the case, because you can kind of get a really good vibe of what the customization is going to be like with just a small scene like that. So I really, really hope that is the case. But yeah, maybe they are just the ancestors of Kalem and Serena. Who knows? But yeah, police uniforms is a little bit different. Maybe we are part of this Team Quasar thing that a lot of people are expecting us to be a part of. And yeah, maybe we have to overthrow them if they are evil or something like that. Professor is Clement's ancestor and is named Citron. His mission is to build Lumiose into a paradise for people and Pokemon alike. So yeah, I expect to see some sort of ancestor of Clement and Bonnie. You know, he is a very kind of technical dude, and so maybe that, you know, the Professor would make sense in that situation. It could be, again, Professor Sycamore's ancestor, it could be Clement's, it could be someone completely different, like it could be Lysander's ancestor, which ends up being like a good guy or something like that. So yeah, either way though, I think Clement would fit really well as like a Professor in Pokemon Legends EA. The starters are Snivy, Chimchar, and Sobble. So that's a very, very weird selection there in my opinion. Like, Snivy obviously makes sense. We've been over it countless times why Snivy makes sense. Chimchar and Sobble are very, very out there, right? I can't see any other water-type starter than either Piplup or Froakie. Froakie obviously because it's a Generation 6 starter, and then obviously Piplup because of Napoleon. Like, the massive French vibes from that. Again, they might do something completely different. Who knows? It could be Snivy, Chimchar, and Sobble. We'll have to wait and see, but I don't really like that selection as much. I think there could be much better options. I mean, all of these Pokemon do need something, barring Sobble, who does have a Gigantamax form. But Chimchar and Snivy obviously need something. But I think if it's going to be 3 random starters, I think it needs to be 3 starters that have absolutely nothing. So Snivy, Chimchar, and then for the water starter, yeah, it could be Piplup, because obviously Empoleon doesn't have a form or an evolution or anything like that. So I would much rather it be 3 starters that don't have anything. Or it could just be the Generation 6 starters. I know that obviously Greninja has Ash Greninja, but they're kind of like edging that out of the game. So I don't really know if they're going to take like inspiration from that for a Mega Evolution or something. But either way, that's apparently going to be the starter Pokemon for Pokemon Legends EA. The mayor of the city looks like Lysander's ancestor and is named Fu? I don't really know how to pronounce that name. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely expecting to see some sort of ancestor from Lysander. We had Cynthia ancestor in Pokemon Legends Arceus. The champion of Kalos, Diantha, we may be seeing an ancestor of her, but I'm definitely expecting something of Lysander's ancestor in this game. And I'll probably expect to see AZ as well at some point in the game, if he's alive. I'm assuming he will be. You know, it's been 3,000 years since he obviously lost his Eternal Floette, so I'm assuming if it is set like less than 3,000 years ago, we'll see him like maybe searching for his Eternal Floette or something like that. Anyway, moves on to say, as you build more projects in Lumiose City, different wild Pokemon appear in the overworld. Again, I don't really know how they're going to do this whole overworld thing, because you're just going to be in a random city. So is it just going to be like someone walking past normally just doing their shopping whilst you're getting attacked by like a Heracross or something? Like, it's going to be really, really weird. I'm still pretty confident we're going to have like an outskirt of a city, which is still in the city, but that's where we're going to find the wild Pokemon, because I just can't see like you getting randomly attacked by Pokemon. If that's even in the game, I mean, that's a massive thing about Legends Arceus, is obviously like the real-time battling and getting attacked by these Pokemon and actually like fainting yourself. So yeah, I think they would keep that in the game, but I can't see that happening in a city. But either way, that's apparently happening. Moving on, each area seems to have a major project to build, and you have to recruit certain NPCs to help you. Projects shown in the trailer are a botanical garden, so NPC is shown Ramos's ancestor or just a younger Ramos. It's not stated. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be an ancestor of Ramos, like a younger Ramos. Ramos is, I don't know how old he is in X and Y, but if it's set in the like the 20s, he's probably going to be about 100, and you know, maybe it is him, but I don't think he'd be a gym leader if he was like around 100 years old. But then again, we don't really know when X and Y was kind of set, like what year and stuff, so you don't know. Maybe it is a younger Ramos. And a train station NPC is Emmett. So I quite like that, where you have to recruit certain NPCs. So maybe you have to do like different quests and tasks and challenges and stuff like that to recruit the NPC, and then they'll all like specialize in a different aspect of the city, and you need to recruit them to do that thing. It's a little bit like, this is completely off topic, but it's a little bit like Digimon World on the PlayStation 1. A lot of you guys probably haven't played that, but the whole premise of that game is you start off and the city or the village needs kind of like rebuilding, and you go out and you find these different like Digimon, and then they come back and then they rebuild, like they all have like a certain kind of skill set, and then they kind of help build the city by incorporating that skill set into it. Like for example, there is one Digimon that you recruit that kind of like it has like a farm and like grows food and stuff for the Digimon, and that's obviously their skill set. So it'd be a little bit similar like that. So you'd recruit these NPCs that would use that skill set to kind of revitalize the city, if that makes sense. Anyway, moving on, it says as you explore the city, you can find hidden Zygarde cells. I'm expecting that to be the case. I'm expecting there to be Zygarde cells all over the place. A little bit like the Unknowns in Legends Arceus as well. Or maybe just like the Wisps that you have to find for Spiritomb. I'm expecting something like that to be happening in Pokemon Legends ZA. I'd like something like that to happen in Legends ZA, because it just gives you an extra little bit more to do. Frenzied Pokemon start popping up around the city that you need to defeat before building the projects. Pokemon shown are Mega Gyarados rampaging in the canals, and a Granbull rampaging outside Furfurow's Salon. The Granbull might be a regional form or a Mega Evolution, as it has a poodle-like hairstyle, and then says now, but it might just be from the salon. So it'd be kind of cool if you could give other Pokemon haircuts and not just Furfrou. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, I quite like this idea as well. I quite like rampaging Pokemon that maybe kind of break into the city and start attacking things, and you have to like quell them and calm them down, and maybe then they start helping in the city or something, who knows? Because obviously they want to make this city a place for people and Pokemon to kind of reside in like a really nice manner. So yeah, maybe we do have to quell these Pokemon down and they start helping. Maybe, who knows? And then goes on to say, the chief of Lumiose Police, who is Lucca's ancestor and has an Inspector Klaus-like mustache. His name is Chief Shashir, and he alerts you when frenzied Pokemon are found. So, a little bit like the bat signal. He's like, yo, bro, frenzied Pokemon, come sort it out. It's your job. And then you go and do it, and then you help quell the Pokemon, and that kind of like saves the city a little bit more. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I think a Lucca kind of ancestor would be really cool to see. Megas are shown briefly in the trailer, with Gyarados, Mawile, and Heracross all shown Mega Evolving. New Megas are teased when we see Kleavor, Electivire, and Magmortar all go into the Mega Evolution animation, but we don't see the end result. That would be... I actually wouldn't mind that in a trailer. I wouldn't mind them teasing which Pokemon are going to get Mega Evolutions, but don't actually show it. So, obviously, the Mega Evolution kind of animation, you know, it kind of... The symbol kind of pops up, and then the silhouette kind of happens, and then they Mega Evolve. It'd be cool if it stopped before they Mega Evolve, so you don't actually see what they are. So, that'd be so cool, because it'd make the whole community, like, I guess, just start coming up with ideas of what this Pokemon's going to look like and stuff. So if they show off some Pokemon, I actually really like that idea. I don't think they'd do it. I mean, they did do it actually in Legends Arceus with the Starter Evolutions. They did show the Starter Pokemon evolving into their Hisuian forms, but they were all silhouetted. I think that was a really, really cool trailer. Obviously, we already knew what they looked like by then because it all had been leaked. But if it hadn't been leaked, we'd all be like guessing what they were going to look like and stuff like that. It'd be really, really cool to see. So I actually really, really would love them to do that. They won't, but I really, really want them to. Anyway, then goes on to say, the only ride Pokemon shown is either a regional Go-Go, a Mega, or an Evolution. Looks like a bigger Go-Go with way bigger Ibex-like curved horns that have a rocky texture. I'm guessing it's grass rock because of all the horns, but that's not stated in the trailer. I mean, the types usually aren't shown in the trailer, at least in recent trailers. They'll all be shown on like the Pokemon website and stuff if it is revealed. and it says no release date other than 2025 at the end of the trailer. And then, okay, that's it. Believe it or don't care. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect to see the actual full release date of this game in the next trailer. It'd still say releasing simultaneously worldwide 2025. I really like the idea of the Mega Evolution kind of silhouettes, though, and kind of teasing what Pokemon are going to Mega Evolve, but not actually showing us what they're going to look like. Really like that idea. Frenzy Pokemon popping up, I think that's a cool idea. Like, all in all, I actually really like this rumor. There's nothing that's really stopping me from believing it. Like, all of these things definitely could happen, like, and I'm not opposed to any of it happening, but yeah, at the end of the day, it is a rumor. We'll have to see what happens. But what are your thoughts on it? Do you think we could be seeing this sort of trailer happening next time we get information on Legends EA, or do you not believe this trailer at all? And then that's that, and then let me know your thoughts on everything else as well, like the TCG, and also make sure to start taking part in the third season to run Regulation G rules as well in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet if you are into the competitive scene. But anyway, that's going to be everything from me. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed us, trying to 500. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.